Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your forecast from the Cosmic Tarot. As we expand on the energies, here's your weekly reading. Okay. Well, apparently we're going to get more than I bargained for. So, wow, lots of water for you. So, general reading, take what resonates, leave the rest for everyone else. Because it is general, it may not resonate with all of you. You might want to look at the forecast for your moon and rising to get a bigger picture. Okay. So we're just going to put down some foundational cards here. Hey, if this does resonate with you, if you want me to resonate with your energy, if you want to claim the reading, then throw a comment below the video. All right, we're going to leave that over here. All right. So this is from the Spirit Animal deck, and we'll get started in just a second here. Hey, thanks again for your likes. Thanks for clicking the button to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. All right, so we're starting out with the Elephant Spirit. Who knows? Maybe this is Ganesh. This is about learning from the past. So, so basically, Aries, not me. Spirit is trying to tell you to do something, to learn from the past. But it's, common sense says, hey, what they say, what the definition, when you do something over and over and over again, the same thing and expect a different result. Yeah, that's the definition of insanity. So just understanding what experiences you've had from the past and take away the ones that you enjoyed. Take away the ones that brought you some guidance, some inspiration. And the ones you didn't like, let's get rid of those. Okay? So you've got the Hierophant here, you've got the Page of Water, you've got the King of Water, and you have the Messenger of Water. Now, what are the odds of that happening? Pretty slim. So the Hierophant really kind of yields that request from Spirit. If you haven't already started a daily spiritual practice, you might want to start one. I'm being very careful not to tell Aries what to do as I sip my macchiato here, but I know from personal experience, I do meditate twice a day. There's mindfulness, there's yoga, there's prayer. There are certain practices. There's the practice of, I call it the I love you practice, where you wake up in the morning and the first thing that comes to your mind is, and you say it out loud, I love you, to yourself. And then when you look in the mirror saying, I love you, it doesn't matter if your hair's all messed up, loving the inner self. So finding some spiritual practice will, and committing to it, will really help. It will help you during this period and forever to connect to that higher self, the spiritual realm. And when it's steeped in gratitude, appreciation, you sow in that earth-B energy, and when you do that, boy, can you manifest what you want. And it's going to be something that's delicious. Speaking about getting into that Earth-B energy, Earth-A energy is that negative Nancy emotions. Earth-B are those positive Patty ones. Okay, so peace, love, joy, bliss, enthusiasm, passion, charity, deliciousness. That's Earth-B. And how do we get to Earth-B? It's the call to regain that childlike innocence, especially if you're calling in a new love. For those of you who are looking for new love or looking to rekindle an existing love relationship, being playful, being open-minded, finding that and that awe, A-W, E. So finding that and the awe in everything. Maybe it's that first sip of the macchiato. Whatever it is for you, maybe it's, a chocolate truffle or a massage. Or maybe it's, my big thing when we were younger was going to the car wash. Whatever it is for you, remembering or revisiting those things to bring that childlike innocence, that will help. That cheerfulness will open you up to that delicious relationship rekindling, if that's what you're looking for. You've also got the King of Water here, and the King is about being a peacemaker, being peaceful, being a good listener. So this is all very subtle this week for you. Subtle changes, subtle suggestions on how to soften up that Aries ram. And not that that's anything wrong with that, but it's the softer side of you that is so attractive to people. It's that open heart that you have. It's that generous nature. And it's really highlighted this week. It's really highlighted, with this messenger of water. This is about seeing the best in others. This is about heightened awareness, calling and falling in love with yourself. Back to that spiritual practice about loving oneself. All right, and I guess it must be a lot of Aries going into or working on love relationships or relationships in general, because I'm getting a flood of spirits in here about that. So there's your foundational cards. Let's see what the deck has to say. As I said, especially with going into a new relationship. I'm getting a couple of spirits talking about the old stinker that you've kicked out the door. And then I have a couple of spirits in here talking about rekindling the relationship that you're currently in. Some of you are married a long time. So, seriously. So, you've got some opportunity here to show the softer side of you. I know that's a commercial for somebody. All right. Let's see what kind of... Wow, okay. Isn't that interesting? Okay. So, you've got the King and Queen of Hearts. You've got the Sun. You've got the 8 of Coin. And you have the 3 of Cups. Now, interestingly enough, when I think about the Queen and the King of Hearts, it's about following your heart. Follow your heart in all you do, and the love will follow you. So you've got a double there about that call, that movement into following your heart. Self-love, love yourself, spiritual practice, thinking about the delicious and getting back to the playful. So you've got some really good foundations here. You've got the Sun, which is success in all aspects of your life, especially relationships, making the home cozy and maybe a more inviting place for people for entertaining. Inviting in some groups that will help remind you of the joy that hasn't been there. And of course, we've all been stuck inside because of the pandemic. And this will be profitable for you in the long term for your personal well-being, your personal health. Now, typically the 8 of Coins would be more about profitability and money. And there might be a connection when you're meeting people, and with this delicious energy, that there will be an opportunity for you to actually be able to grab some more of money coming. Okay. Because you get more flies with honey than vinegar, Spirit is saying. But overall, it's really about working on yourself and just showing people how delicious you really are. Okay. All right, Spirit. And then the Three of Cups, this is about celebration. This is about being able to celebrate celebrate the abundance that you have in your life already, which opens the door to more abundance in the rest of the month and the coming weeks. All right, guys. Hey, that's all I've got. Thanks again for your likes. Thanks for your subscribes. Click on that little button right there. And we'll see you soon. Take care.